Hello, everyone. Welcome to Kiki and Kibbitz. It's me, Mary, and I'm coming to you on this Thirsty Thursday. That's what I'm trying to say. With tonight's edition of 90 Day Oy Vey. I don't know about you guys, but it's going on episode 4 of Hunt for Love. Monday will be episode 4, and I'm getting ready to put missing posters out for a whole bunch of singles that we haven't seen yet. And there is one episode left of 90 Day Fiance before a two-part tell-all. So, first of all, I want to say hi to everyone in the live comments. Hi, Rosanna. Hi, Pancho. Hi, D-Man. Hi to my trusty moderator, Menopausal Queen. Hi, Natalie. Hi, Deirdre. Hi, IB Trash Talking. Hi, Nathan. Hi, Kimberly. Hi, Toasty. Hi, Cheyenne. Thank you, everyone, for joining me tonight on this Thirsty Thursday. So, one episode left. This season of 90 Day Fiance, yes, it did drag along, but I don't think it dragged along as bad as prior seasons. The season of B90 with Leaky Penis Lauren and Brian and Chidi and Renee, that season I think dragged out way longer, at least in my mind, than this season of 90 Day Fiance, which went by fairly quickly for a season of 90 Day Fiance, if you know what I mean. So let's get right into this. There's one episode left, and we will be celebrating the 90th wedding in the history of 90 Day Fiance, but I'll get into that in a second. Um, we already got to see Joan and Greg's wedding. Beautiful. Great job, Mama Lucille. I'm going to say it again. Great job, Mama Lucille, for throwing things together and putting together a proper Long Island wedding. Okay. And Joan looks beautiful in this top that she crocheted. And she made one for her friend Mina. So, in 90 Day cast members, bonding and all that other good stuff. So, let's get into Aaliyah and her wedding dress. Okay. Now, in my opinion, you guys, I think her dress was tacky as fuck. Okay. But Aaliyah made a statement to her Instagram story about that wedding dress. So this is what she says. There's something there's something important that many people don't understand. The dress was chosen by both me and Sean. It was a tribute to him. He's always loved that iconic look worn by Cher, and he even has several pieces of art inspired by her in his home. I love my dress deeply. It carries a meaning far beyond aesthetics. That day, I did my makeup alone. The makeup artist who was supposed to be there fell seriously ill with pneumonia and couldn't come. I know I struggle with time management. That's why my original plan was to have someone help me get ready and stay on schedule. But then I received heartbreaking news and it happened on camera. Sean's mother had taken a fall. That moment shook me deeply. Just that morning, I had asked her to walk me down the aisle. She's the person I feel closest to, someone who's always been there with love and support. When I got the news, no one could tell me how serious it was. In my mind, she had already been rushed to the ER, which made sense considering her age. I grew up caring for my grandparents since I was 5 years old. And also, with my experience as a nurse, I know that a fall in an elderly person always requires immediate medical attention. Later that day, during the wedding dinner, I had my moment. I gave my vows. I thanked everyone for being there. And I expressed my sincere apologies. I know I made mistakes and I'm mature and humble enough to admit them. But I won't accept irrelevant people trying to tear down the character I've built through years of love, resilience, and truth. I would never let hate take up space in my heart. I'm sorry, whether it was a tribute to Cher or not, it reminded me of a stripper dress. Okay. And the fact that she was an hour and 45 minutes late to her own wedding. Yeah, okay. You do suck at time management big time. So basically, yes, she is still in the US, and her and Sean are not considering babies yet. Okay, the doggy is their baby for now. So Aaliyah is in the US, as is Sarper, and they're all hanging out in LA. Okay, we have Sarper and Shekinah and Sean and Aaliyah for the past couple of weeks, posting pictures of them hanging out, going out to dinner and stuff and stuff. So, and Sarper is doing another comedy stand up act. So I guess he's really trying to get this comedy thing going. Now, Mina, on the other hand, she basically someone asked her, is Clayton with you now? And she says soon, I hope. So I still want to give her the benefit of the doubt. And I'm hoping that we don't have another Larissa Jasmine situation of a mother leaving their children behind to come to the US for a better life and leaving their kids behind. I'm really hoping that's not the situation, but I don't know. We shall see. We shall see if we see them on future seasons and whether or not Clayton ever makes it to the US. Now, someone asked her, what did you do for work in Paris? And she said, I worked as a retail saleswoman, a waitress, an order preparer in the food industry, a freelance performer, dancer, and I obtained a medical secretary certificate during COVID while working alone remotely, which I would like to practice here. Someone else asked her, what has been your favorite part of America? And she said, honestly, I love Boston for its somewhat European vibe that I find, especially the French restaurants that my palate is in love with. But then I would say I have a crush on Los Angeles for its free spirited side and the fact that the opinions of others matter little. I love that. And like I said, these 90-day cast members are forming bonds, and we have Aaliyah and Mina hanging out. So it looks like, a lot of these cast members have formed bonds with each other, at least amongst the females, from what I could see. Jessica and Juan, and very sweet but boring AF. You guys know how I feel about them. Will be appearing at some bar this weekend on Father's Day. David is totally adorable, but they're boring. So, Mina and Mark, Jessica and Juan, and Sarpa and Shekinah, and Stevie and Maddie are the couples that are left to get married on this Sunday's episode of 90 Day Fiancé. Okay, so who is going to be the 90th wedding in the history of 90 days? We shall see. But I could tell you definitely who is not going to be the 90th wedding in the history of 90 Day Fiancé. Amani and Matt and Ani, Brenda, whatever the hell her name is, because we all know that was a bullshit storyline for the whole season. So Amani took to her stories this week. And she said, I'm offering to donate money to assist with legal fees for immigration for those detained by ICE until funds run out. If you are looking for a loved one, here is the link to see those I think she meant detained by ICE. Let's stick together. Then in her next story, she goes on to say, everyone's so butthurt I'm supporting illegals. Let me tell you something first. I can do whatever the fuck I want with my money. Second, I was dumb. I had to work illegally to support myself during college, and the employers literally slaved us. They paid us way under minimum wage for long hours, no breaks, no rights. treated us like shit because they knew we couldn't speak up. So imagine being slaves by employer, then held in cages by government just because you are trying to make it in life. Well, I made it and I will make it count. Then she switches to another subject totally, okay? Someone asked her about getting a nose job, about Annie, Brenda, whatever her name is, getting a nose job. And this is Ani 2 weeks into her recovery of her nose. And Amani says, I didn't want her to. In my eyes, she is so beautiful and perfect, especially going through it myself and hating the experience. First few months of ugly nose in the public eye and filming tell all fresh out of surgery sucked. But it is her body, her choice. All you can do is advise someone. I believe nose jobs are only needed if there is a breathing issue or if you have a horn on your face. Okay. Did I mention that I will be so glad when we don't have to see these three on our TV anymore? Did I mention that? Okay. So apparently, TLC sent out cakes to, I don't know, other podcasts, other YouTubers. I have no idea. But all I know is I didn't get a cake. I don't give a shit about the cake, okay? I would rather prefer cannolis. But apparently, they sent cakes out to celebrate the 90th wedding on 90 Day Fiancé. Who do you guys think is going to be the 90th wedding? I think it's going to be Sarper and Shekinah. Let me know what you guys think. And if anyone from TLC happens to be listening, you could always bribe me with cannolis. So moving on. Happily Ever After is starting July 6th. Yay. And they put out the official promo pictures and they put out a trailer. You could see it on Mary Pants' page. You could see it on 90 Day Fiance on Instagram's page. So, to make a long story short, these fucking storylines this season are going to be ridiculous. First of all, okay, did I mention that I'm only interested in seeing Kara and Kiyamo because as we all know they're no longer together. So do we see how their relationship starts to fall apart? Maybe. We'll see. But in the trailer they're talking about eating peaches. I'm like, okay. Then we have Georgie and Darcy, and apparently they're going to Bulgaria to meet his parents for the first time. And we see in the little preview where Georgie is trying to tell Darcy, well, maybe when we go meet my parents, you shouldn't have your boobs hanging out of your shirt. And Darcy, like, makes her face. And then we see them sitting down with his parents, and Darcy's crying. When isn't she crying? But she's crying. Okay. Then this is the stupidest, in my opinion. Okay. So we have Andre and Elizabeth, Jovi and Yara, and Lauren and Alex. The three of them are going to hang out together. Okay. And Andre is going to piss everybody off. We already see in the trailer, okay, Elizabeth is yelling at Alex that he treats his wife like crap. He body shames her, blah, blah, blah. Alex is calling Andre an asshole. Jovi doesn't like Andre. I'm like, are you kidding me? This is what their storyline is going to be. How these idiots and these idiots all try to hang out together and get along. Then we have Adnan and Tiger Silly. Like, we give a shit about them. I know I don't. Adnan is in the States. Yes, we've all known this. Then we have Brandon and Julia. Didn't we just see them on Last Resort? Seriously. Like, and then finally, we have Jazzy and Gino. Okay. And Gino is exploring his side of the open marriage. He is hanging out with Natalie. Natalie from Vegas. We see guys. I have no idea what just happened, but I was literally booted from my own life. But I'm back now. I just have to get my thing back up. That was the strangest thing ever. That has never happened to me. I apologize. I disappeared for a second, but let me get back to where I was. Okay, happily ever after. So we have Gino and Jasmine are back, and Gino is exploring his side of the open marriage. Jasmine's already with Matt. Okay, yeah, me too. I don't know what happened. I thought my internet went out for a second. Yeah, it is really hot in New York today. Like I said, what the hell? Like all of a sudden I was kicked out of my own life. Sheesh. Okay, so Gino. Gino is dating Natalie. We see them kissing in a pool. We see them kissing in bathtub, kissing, and basically, if you guys have been listening to me for a while, you've known about this. You know that Gino has been, spotted filming with Natalie, and she is his love interest for Happily Ever After. And you guys have seen the clip that I've shared where Jasmine is confronting her in the pool hall. And if you watch the trailer that was put out today, at the end of the trailer, it shows Jasmine going into a pool hall to confront Natalie because she says that Natalie has been in Gino's ear about her cheating on Gino for 4 months before last resort. So, of course, Jazzy took to the gram today, and we have a pity party. Okay, we have a pity party from Jasmine. So she goes on and she says, I have no desire to continue playing the bad guy and lying just because he has to be protected and have likability for his next single life season. He's an abuser, and I'll prove it not in social media, but in court. Bye. I filmed for almost 2 years for Gino to get paid double and keep my part of the money for himself. Now, on top of that, I have to play again the role of the bad guy so people feel sorry for him and tune in and root for him in the single life while I have to ignore his abuse. Spoiler, he's not actually dating Natalie. It's just an agreement for TV. I don't give a shit anymore. Well, technically, she just blew her NDA. But hey, that's her business, not mine. So it sounds like that Jasmine is a little butthurt that her 90-day train may be ending with Happily Ever After, unless her and Matt get their own spinoff, which I really hope they don't, because Gino, is filming for Single Life, and Gino is going to be on our TV screens for a little while longer, it seems. I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean I'm jumping for joy over it because I'm personally getting sick and tired of seeing Gino and Jasmine and certain other couples on my screen over and over, but that's a video for another time. So she posts a picture of her baby daddy, and then she wants people to buy Father's Day cameos from her. So I want to share what she posted to her story.
Hello, sweethearts. I really hope you're all doing great. Well, Father's Day is around the corner, so you can find me in Cameo as Jasmine Pineda, and I can guarantee you 100%, yes, babies, 100%, that your daddy is gonna love a cameo video from me. So, what are you waiting for? Make your daddy a happy dad.
And then this is the other thing I wanted to show you guys. But first, let me get back to Jasmine and her cameos. She did a cameo for someone. You could check it out on my Instagram page. I will play it here for you guys, but she had music in the background of it, so I would get a copyright strike. But basically, someone asked her to do a cameo for their friend to give her advice on how to ask her boyfriend to pay for the BBL. Well, after listening to this, I said, shit, Jasmine, is this the way that you convinced Gino? She basically was saying you have to tell your boyfriend that you need an upgrade, like your iPhone needs an upgrade, like a car would need an upgrade. You have to make sure you throw car in there because that's all men understand is when you talk about cars. And I'm listening to this and I'm like, girl, is this the way you convince Gino? So I just want to say that Jasmine has been throwing herself a pity party uh, ever since during her pregnancy. Okay. And I just want to say it's okay for her to dish it out because she takes every opportunity she can to poke at Gino. I'm not saying Gino's a perfect man. We all know Gino's not a perfect man. Okay. But one thing, Gino hasn't purposely done things on his Instagram in his stories like she does to poke at him and to say stupid fucked up shit about him. So remember during the last resort tell all, that torturous fucking thing, when Matt said that he would bring Gino a hamburger every time him and Jasmine got together, like in the beginning when they were doing their 1 day a week, 2 hours a day, he would bring Gino a cheeseburger. Well, I guess it really didn't bother Jasmine that much because she brought it up again and she's poking fun of it. She made it sound like she was so devastated that she was being traded for a burger. She's poking fun of it here. Like she's so full of it. I have to mute the music. So basically, she's like, see, I wasn't lying about it. Gino would trade me for a burger. Listen, if I was Gino, I would probably trade you for a burger too. Shit. So she wanted to know, would you trade her for a burger? I said yes. A lot of people said yes if they threw in fries. Yeah, I'll take a burger instead of Jasmine any day. So, like I said, I'm interested in Kara and Guillermo. I want to see what the fuck happens with them. Couldn't give a shit about Libby. Couldn't give a shit about Darcy and Georgie. Couldn't give a shit about Adnan. Did I mention Elizabeth and another TLC star has been hanging out together? And I won't be surprised if somehow she winds up doing a cameo on Happily Ever After since she is Elizabeth's best friend. So let me share this with you guys.
I got the end. Yes. Finally, I got my boots. So I told my friend to bring farm boots to go into the farm, and this is what she brings. All I have is winter boots.
You guys recognize the other chick? That's Cher from Smothered. So Cher and Elizabeth are really, really good friends in real life. Their kids hang out together. They do play dates. So I'm just wondering, is she gonna have a cameo in 90 Day? I mean, I don't know, guys. I don't know. It's freaking confusing. So I don't get this storyline of the husbands hanging out and seeing whether or not they get along and it turning into a shit show. Like, are you guys really fucking kidding me? So I don't know, guys. I'm having technical difficulties today. Give me 1 second. I apologize. I need to get my video back up here that for some reason disappeared. I don't know. Maybe this is sabotage. Who knows anymore over here? So, okay. So now, okay. Sorry about that. I don't care about Adnan. I don't care about Dorsey and Georgie. I don't care about any of them. And you know who I really don't care about? Kyle Gordy. Kyle Gordy and his delusion that he may be on this season of Happily Ever After. So let me share good old Kyle and how deluded he is. Okay.
Back from seeing one of my kids. Never saw this one before. And I just saw the new trailer for the new season of Happily Ever After. So we saw some, pretty good faces there. What I found was interesting is now they're having like the couples meeting each other, like Elizabeth, Jovi, and the couple in Israel. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Excited to see it. Maybe I'll make a guest appearance on it. You don't know. Stay tuned and you'll have to find out. Or maybe catch me in another season. You'll just have to find out.
In your dreams, Kyle, you are not going to be on Happily Ever After. I highly doubt that you're going to be on any other season of 90 Day. Yeah. Anyway, so moving on. Hunt for Love. We're going on episode 4 on Monday, and there are a bunch of singles that are missing. Okay, like Lexi, the last time we saw her, Colty was flirting with her at Flirting 101. That didn't go well. Cassidy, the last time we saw her, Usman was singing, I love you, 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 Cassidy. Yeah, we haven't seen her since. Chris was last seen looking confused at the bar when he was talking to Jennifer on episode 1, and Tim decided to walk over. Um, Give me 1 second, you guys. And Tim decided to walk over and interrupt his conversation with Jennifer. So that was the last time we saw Chris. Last time we saw Chad, he was flirting 101 with Courtney. And then we haven't seen them. It's like, what the fuck? Last time we saw Edwin, he was sitting in a hot tub awkwardly with Chantel. And no, I did not practice it. Okay? I did not practice it. Last time we saw Nikki, she was at the party in the club, okay? And she was like, I haven't had a chance to talk to anybody. Yeah, we could see that happening because you guys have been like a flash by, like a drive by. We see you for like 2 seconds. Hey, Cassidy. Hey, Jay. Thank you for joining me. So then, Tessa. Where the hell is Tessa? We saw 2 seconds of her in the back of the van, episode 1. Where the fuck is she? And Jay, who's in my comments, where is he on my TV? We got to see a little bit of him at the Flirting 101 workshop sitting next to Lexi. But where the fuck is he? Is Cece? Shelby? Like, we have a whole bunch of missing singles. Am I going to have to print out these flyers and hand them out? This is getting ridiculous. Episode 4. We want more singles. Yes, we need Edwin on our screens. Okay, I'm trying to, I don't know what is going on here, you guys. I'm trying to show comments. It's not letting me do it. Anyway. Guys, I don't know if it's my internet, but this shit is pissing me off. Thank you for having patience with me tonight. I'm not quite sure what's going on, but yeah, let me get to where I was going on about Edwin and how we need more of Edwin on our screens because this is getting ridiculous. Okay. We need more of Edwin on our screens. We have hot young singles. Okay. And all we get is the 90-day drama. They're only concentrating on 90-day drama. Like this bullshit between Jennifer and Tim. Honestly, I don't care. It's pissing me off how much time we're spending on it. Okay? Like Kelly was saying in our recap, listen, if you see your ex, somebody you don't fuck with in the room, go to the other side of the room. There are 16 singles that you can talk to. And these two are spending so much time beefing. I know. I feel like Jasmine is doing voodoo or something on me tonight because my Wi-Fi is bugging out. So instead, we're concentrating on stupid storylines like Chantel, who kissed a girl, aka her friend Ashley, seen here, before she went to Mexico. She may or may not have liked it, but she can't stop thinking about it. Well, this was filmed last year. We're already in June, and they're still liking and commenting and putting fire emojis on each other's posts. So it's pretty safe to say that Chantel's friend Ashley is still in her life, one form or another. So, moving on, I want to see more singles. I'm going to keep saying this until somebody fucking listens to me. We need to see more of Jay, even more of Elise at this point, as long as she's not fucking with somebody from 90 Day. I want to see the singles hook up with each other. I want to see drama within the singles. Who cares about the 90 Day and their eternal drama? I'm sick of it. I mean, 90 weddings, 90-day fiance, 90 weddings. I mean, come on. I'm sick of fucking this 90-day drama. We have fresh new faces. Please, let's use them to our full advantage. I mean, my goodness, we have eye candy all over our screen that we get to see for like 0.2 seconds. Like, what the fuck? So, May decided to take to her stories to say there is nothing wrong with a woman having boundaries and standards. I thought that she let Colt down very, very nicely. She's not interested in him. Why is she gonna waste his time and her time going out on a date with him when she knows that it's not gonna go anywhere? Okay, so she let him down very nicely. I don't see anything wrong with that. I don't see anything wrong with a woman having, standards and boundaries and sticking to them. I mean, hey, Tessa, thank you for joining us. And listen, I don't blame you for staying away from the 90-day cast. You go, girl. That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it because it was all like 90-day drama that you guys were unwillingly pulled into, from what I understand, word on the street, and it's like bullshit. But anyway, so this chick on TikTok was watching Hunt for Love and realized that her ex is on Hunt for Love. Who is her ex, you may ask? Let me share this with you so you guys can see. And thank you to the little birdie who dropped this in my DMs. I was like, oh, cool. So Cole, the one who likes Jennifer a lot, is her ex. And I posted this to the gram, and Cole jumped in on the comments and said, looks like the attention grab worked. Only took 9 years. Whoa, so this is an ex from 9 years ago. But I could still imagine Even if it was my ex from like 20 years ago and I'm sitting there watching TV and he's on TV, I would be like, holy shit, that's so and so. I don't think I would necessarily post about it, but I would still sit there and say, holy shit, that's so and so that I dated back in 1996 or whatever the case may be. I'm showing my age. But yeah, once you're on 90 Day, everybody knows you in some form or another. So I want more singles. Rocky watched the episode with his mom and his grandmother. Okay. And this is why I want to see more of the singles. They are genuine people from what I see so far. And I love Rocky's porn stash.
Mom and grandma are impressed.
So there you go, you guys. So I'm just going to keep saying this. I hope we get to see more of the singles. I hope we get to see single drama. A single drama with 90 Day cast drama. That would be great. If some of the singles were to put 90 Day cast members in their place, that would be fucking great too. So episode 4 is coming up on Monday. So let's see. But I'm losing hope. Unfortunately, I am losing hope. Karini had a baby girl, and Paul made the announcement, which is kind of weird having your ex-husband make the announcement that you just gave birth to your new baby. But Karini took this time to remind people that she is still fighting for her 2 older sons. So she posted her GoFundMe and such. Congratulations to Karini. I hope everything works out for her and her daughter. Like I say, all babies are blessings, but unfortunately, sometimes not all parents are. Moving on, we have John versus Rachel part, I don't even know. I have lost track. Okay, so Rachel finally got her divorce from John. And she has, basically used the AI technology to write some songs to express how she feels about her relationship, things that she found out about her relationship with John. So this is part 5, I think. I don't know. I'm losing track. But she has another song out called Gingerbread Man that she shared to the gram today. So I'm just going to play it for you guys.
Run, run, little gingerbread man. Run with all those secrets as fast as you can. Don't let me catch up to the truth. Oh, let me gotcha. Too slow. It's one thing to cheat, but then to run and play the victim with your tiny black heart, pumping poison through your system. So you don't give a fuck about the sanctity of marriage? Then why marry me? Make a ring and fucking wear it. Especially if you can't keep your dick in your pants. You're nothing but a sleazy, greasy, cheating little man. The amount of money I spent, the time I'll never get back. To be honest, I would sue you if I thought you were worth that. You took 7.5 years of my life. Irreplaceable time as your loyal wife. My bonuses and taxes all spent on flights. The visa waiver and appeals flat broke every night. Looking back at it, it's no wonder you weren't stressed. I was giving away my money while you were getting undressed. You were fucking other women during the course of our whole existence without any remorse. You destroyed the only trust I ever had, making me feel that I'm going mad. Now that I'm sitting here looking back, how could I not see all the red flags? After all the shit you put me through, I'll never be done exposing you. How dare you pretend you know how to love? Words don't mean shit when you can't back it up. Knowing you had sex 6 or 7 times with one single person blows my fucking mind. Once, okay, I just might understand, but almost too many times to count on 2 hands. And she's not the only one you fucked, you dumb shit, and you thought I'd never find out about it. But narcissists see, narcissists do, and I'm narcissist free, so truly, fuck you. I've had my sad moments, and I've shed a few tears over the news of your betrayal throughout all these years. I expect to have more moments of pain strike my heart, but it'll only remind me of why we're apart. I'm reminded every day cheat and you can delete your status online, but I know you'll be back in a matter of time. But while you still have your head in the sand, one can only hope you come back a real man, one who's not proud of fucking someone's wife. Good luck finding anyone since I've shined the light. Hey ladies, he's single, any desperate takers? Anyone care to date a psychopathic wanker? As far as contact goes and your bad fucking choices, I've decided it's done. Before you can destroy us, don't reach out to us. Don't bother, you're blocked. Feel free to blame yourself, cause bitch, you got caught. So you can run and run as fast as you can. Look at you go, little gingerbread man, but karma's gonna catch ya. Better run faster or too late. You cheating lying bastard.
Okay. So Rachel has a lot of things to get off her chest, and she does need auto tune. The AI program that she's using, but the lyrics, like the substance of the lyrics, is great for tea. But yeah. Mary Pants would have preferred a dance off. Between who, John and Rachel? Yeah, I think she's a little upset. Just a little bit. Okay, do you guys remember Jay and Ashley? Jay was a big cheater. Yeah, him. Well, he's having a baby with his baby mama. Congratulations to them. And congratulations to Ashley. Her daughter graduated college. So that's a brief Jay and Ashley update. Now, before I let you guys go and before I get kicked out of my own live again, I'm going to just leave you with a couple of miscellaneous updates. We have adorable babies. Okay. David's daughter is looking more and more like Annie. Shida's son falls asleep on her knee. And we have Robert and Annie's adorable children. Okay. That baby is way too cute. And Josh and Natalie. Okay. Natalie does cameos. Yeah. I can imagine getting a cameo from Natalie. Okay. And we have Faith showing off her new girls. Patrick and Thais working out in the gym. Mahogany is back online again. Her husband Ben died last month, and she's back on social media. And we have Tim and Veronica celebrating Chloe's high school graduation. Karini and her baby daddy celebrating their baby's first birthday. And we have Liz, who is looking fantastic after revealing that she has stomach cancer, but it has not spread everywhere. Do not believe that Facebook clickbait story. Liz's cancer has not spread throughout her body. According to her, she is being medically treated and she is doing fine. So, Rose is enjoying her spicy page a little bit way too much, in my opinion. And Sophie has her spicy page, and Stephanie has her spicy page. All these spicy pages. Yeah. Give me a big gallon of water. So, Clayton is having a comedy stand-up showcase in Tulsa. If you guys haven't checked out my interview with Clayton yet, please do. And I love robes too, Emily. Hotel robes are the best. And here we have Dempsey. Okay, she is still doing her road trip in the van. So before I let you guys go, eye bleach warning. But when I saw this shit made me crack up so much. I have to mute the music because I'll get a copyright thingy. But you know how Angela likes to play with these TikTok filters and TikTok trends and whatever the heck she likes to do. So she posted this to her on Instagram yesterday or the day before. And even though I have to mute the music, just this fucking filter cracked me up so much. She actually looks good there. So I don't know why I found that so funny, but I just had to share it with you guys. So Thank you, everybody, for watching me. I really, really appreciate you all. Sorry for the technical difficulties tonight. Don't know if Angela was trying to sabotage my Wi-Fi, or Jasmine, or who knows who else. But thank you all for having so much patience with me. Thank you, everybody, in my live chat. I'm sorry, guys, with the Angela thing, but I just had to. I just had to. Thank you, everyone. Have a good night. I'll see you next time. Please subscribe. Double check that you are subscribed. Like, comment, and consider joining my membership. Thank you so much. Bye, everybody.